Welcome, or hopefully welcome back to my channel, Rad Roots Yoga, where movement meets breath. My name is Brittni and I will be your facilitator for your practice today. We are going to get started in a child's pose. Big toes together, knees out, sinking the hips down towards the heels. We're actually going to pull our arms back as we rest our foreheads to the mat. We're going to take a few cycles of breath here on our own, taking the time to set an intention for our practice, taking the time to center ourselves here on our mats, taking the time to assess our bodies and take note of any area that might need a little extra love and attention from us today. Maybe find a very gentle roll of the forehead back and forth, giving it a little massage. On your next inhale, we're going to reach the fingertips forward as long as we can towards the top of our mats. We're going to tent up the fingers, getting a good stretch down both side bodies and the arms, the armpits. We're going to press up into all fours, still with tented fingers, and we're going to continue moving through the center, dropping the hips, the rib cage, the heart, and then the head. Elbows are slightly pulled together on the back body. On your next exhale, we're pressing back into child's pose. If you need to lower down to the palms of the hands here, please feel free to do so. If you like the added challenge of being on the fingertips as we move through this, please feel free to do that as well. We're going to do that motion 2 more times. So we're pressing through center, sending the hips forward, and then the heart, and then the head. Exhale to press back into child's pose. Inhale, press up, moving through center, lowering the hips, the rib cage, the heart, and the head. Exhale, press back to child's pose. On your next inhale, we're pressing up on to all fours to our tabletop position. Wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. We're going to take the right fingertips and open them up towards the sky. If your hips have bumped to the right, bump them back, squared off to the left. On your exhale, we're going to weave the right arm under the left as we lower the right ear and right shoulder to the mat. Then we're going to extend the left fingertips up towards the sky, opening up that left shoulder. Bend into the left elbow until the left palm finds the front of the right thigh. And on an exhale, maybe twist open just a little bit more. Releasing the bind with the hand if you've got it. So left fingertips are back up towards the sky. We're going to replant the left hand to the mat and press back up to all fours. That same thing on the left side. So we're lifting the left fingertips up towards the sky, opening up. Then we're going to thread that left arm under the right as you lower the left ear and left shoulder to the mat. Bring the right fingertips up towards the sky. Bend into the right elbow, bringing the right hand down and around, maybe finding the front of the left thigh. And on your exhale, maybe you twist a little bit more open towards the right. Releasing the bind, so right fingertips are up towards the sky. Replant the right hand to the mat, and then we're pressing up to all fours. Tuck onto the toes, send the hips up and back into our first downward dog of practice. You can pedal out the feet, bending into one knee and then the other. A gentle sway back and forth, whatever feels nice for you in this point of your practice. Here we're starting our first sequence. Inhale the right toes up. We're going to bend into the right knee, drawing that right heel in towards the glute. Then we're going to draw a big circle slowly with the right knee. Maybe you draw another one. Once you finish the one that you are on, your right toes should be pointing off towards the left side. We're going to drop them down behind us to meet the floor. Then we're going to lower the hips all the way to the mat. Right fingertips are reaching forward. Then we're really going to reach forward, extending those right fingers. So pressing the core, the midsection, up against the right thigh. So we're leaning forward. We're going to bend into the left leg, planting that left foot. Using the left hand, we're going to press up into our Malasana Yogi squat. Hands come to heart center. Using the elbows, we are pressing into the knees, getting a good stretch here. Take the right hand down to the floor or the mat. Left hand comes up. We're opening up that left shoulder. We're dropping the left hand down and around, and maybe you can bend into the right arm and clasp the fingers together behind the right leg. From here, we're going to take a gentle step inward with the left foot, keeping the bind around the left leg. We're shifting the weight over to the left side, and we're going to press into the left foot all the way to standing. So here we go, we're pressing, keeping that bind around the leg, standing up tall and straight, reaching through the crown of the head here. And then slowly, we are coming out of this position the same way that we entered. So we're lowering the right toes all the way to the mat. We're going to take a small step to the left with the left foot. Sink the hips down. We're going to release the bind. Left fingertips are coming back up. And then we're bringing hands to heart center. Plant the hands to the mat. Step the feet back. Plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower chaturanga. Inhale, pull the heart up and through. Exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips up, downward facing. That same thing on the left side. Inhale the left toes up. Bend into the left knee, drawing the left heel in towards the left glute. And drawing a couple of big circles slowly with that left knee. Once you have finished the one that you are on, left toes should be pointing off the right side of the mat. So we're going to drop them to the floor behind us, lowering the hips as well. Left fingertips or towards the top of our mat. We're shifting the upper body forward, really reaching with that left hand. We're gonna bend into the right knee, planting the foot. Using the right hand to the mat, we're pressing the hips up into our Malasana Yogi squat. Again, the elbows are pressing into the knees, getting a good stretch here. We're sitting and reaching tall through the spine, creating space. Left hand is gonna find the floor. Right fingertips are opening up towards the sky. We're gonna bend into the right elbow, bringing the right hand down and around. Bend into the left arm, and maybe you get the clasp of the hands around the left knee. If you're off of your mat just a little bit here, that's fine. It is not a big deal, nothing to worry about. We're gonna take a very small step with the right foot towards the center. We're shifting our weight into the right foot, all edges of it, keeping the bind around the left leg. We're gonna press straight through the right leg to standing. So we're pressing to standing, really opening up the heart. Oop, a little wobbly. If you are wobbly and happen to fall out, that's okay. Just try to get right back in. Exiting the way that we entered, we're slowly lowering left toes to the mat. We're gonna take a small step to the right with the right foot, sink the hips down, releasing the bind, left hand to the floor, right fingertips are up. And then bring hands to heart center in our Malasana. Plant the hands to the mat, step the feet back, plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower chaturanga. Inhale, pull the heart up and through. Exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips up and back, down dog. On your next inhale, come up onto the toes, bend into the knees, sending the hips towards the heels and the heart towards the thighs. And then you can step, hop, or handstand. You can play, making your way to the top of the mat. The next place that we meet is in our forward fold. Uttanasana. Clasp onto opposite elbows here. Find a gentle sway back and forth. Slight bend in the knees to protect the low back. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, reaching long through the crown. Exhale, we're curling in, tucking the chin into the chest. Root to rise. Slowly rolling up. One vertebrae at a time, neck and head are last to lift. Palms and gaze meet overhead. Starting the second sequence of practice, draw the right knee up into the chest. And then lever the upper body forward as the right leg extends long behind you in our warrior three. Gently deliver the right toes to the back of the mat. Drop the hands to frame out the left foot. We're gonna open up the left fingertips towards the sky, getting a good twist. We're gonna lower the right knee to the mat and then draw the right heel in towards the glute. Left hand is reaching for the right toes. We're gonna pull that foot in towards the glutes, getting a good stretch. Release the grip. Tuck onto the right toes. Lift the right knee. Left fingertips are back up towards the sky. We're gonna ground into both feet. Using the strength of the core and keeping the upper body twisted, we are going to lift up into this kind of reverse warrior two shape. Reaching long through the fingertips in opposite directions. Then we're gonna open up towards the right, windmilling the arms open to a T. As we do, we're straightening through the front left leg. So we are here. We're gonna shift the hips back, reach the left fingertips long towards the top of our mat. And then we're dropping that left hand to the inside of the left ankle. Right fingertips come up. Slight bend in the front left knee to protect the knee joint. And one. Oh yeah. We're going to shift forward, pressing the weight into the left foot as we lift the right toes from the mat in our half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Hips and shoulders are stacked as if they are being pressed between two flat planes, like two pieces of glass or something. The hand can be to the mat to help with balance, or maybe it's lifted to make this a little bit more challenging. Either way is fine. We're gonna bend into the right knee, grabbing onto the right toes with the right hand, and we're kicking into the hand. Getting a good stretch. Release the grip, and then replant the right foot next to the left in our forward fold. Root to rise, curling in, rolling up the back body. Palms and gaze meet overhead. We're gonna do that little sequence on the left side. Draw the left knee up and into the chest. Upper body levers forward as we extend the left leg long behind us in our warrior three. We're going to gently deliver left toes to the back of the mat as we drop the hands to frame out the right foot. We're going to open up towards the right fingertips up towards the sky. Bend into the left knee, delivering it to the mat. Draw the left heel in towards the left glute. Right fingertips reach for the left toes and stretch. Releasing the grip of the toes. Tuck onto the left toes, lift the left knee, right fingertips are open towards the sky. Grounding into both feet, keeping the twist of the upper body, we're lifting. Left fingertips are reaching towards the top of our mats. Right fingertips are reaching long behind us. We're gonna windmill open the arms towards the left as we straighten through the front right leg. Arms are to a T. We're gonna shift the hips back, reach the right hand forward, and then drop the right hand to the inside of the right ankle, left fingertips are up. Slight bend in the front right knee to protect the joint. From here, we're shifting all the weight into the front right foot. Left toes are gonna lift from the mat in our half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Again, fingertips can be to the mat to help with balance, or maybe they're hovering to make it a little bit more challenging. We're gonna bend into the left knee, grabbing onto the left toes with the left hand. We're kicking into the hand. Stretch. Release the toes, replant the left foot next to the right in our forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, curling in, root to rise. Neck and head are last to lift, palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Plank pose. Lower the knees to the mat. Lower the hips. Lower the rib cage. Lower the heart. And then the head. Press back to child's pose. Press up to all fours, tuck onto the toes, send the hips up and back. Down dog. Inhale the right toes up. Exhale, bring the right knee to nose. Inhale, send the right toes back up. Exhale, bring the right knee to nose. This time we're stepping the foot through the hands. And on your inhale, upper body is lifting. Palms and gaze meet overhead in our crescent lunge. Exhale, we're cactusing out the arms, drawing the shoulder blades together on the back body, opening up the heart towards the sky. Inhale, the arms back up. Exhale, drawing them down. Inhale, back up, reaching long, creating space. Exhale, last time, drawing the shoulder blades together. And inhale, the arms back up, reaching. We are levering the upper body forward, so fingertips are reaching towards the top of our mat. We're going to take a big step with the left foot, planting it beside the right, finding our chair pose. Slight tuck of the tailbone under. A lot of the weight is in the heels. But from here, we are going to press up onto our toes and hold. Lower the heels back down. Bring hands to heart center. We're going to twist towards the right. Left elbow to the right knee. Exhale, open up. Inhale back to center. Dive the heart forward, send the hips up. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, curling in, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back, plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower, chaturanga. Inhale, pull the heart up and through. Exhale, down dog. That sequence on the left side. Inhale, the left toes up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, the left toes up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Step the foot through the hands. Inhale, the upper body comes up. Palms and gaze meet overhead in our crescent lunge. On your exhale, we're drawing the elbows down, pulling the shoulder blades together slightly on the back body. Heart is opened up towards the sky. Inhale the arms back up, and we'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, drawing the elbows down. Inhale the arms up. Last time, exhale, and really squeeze at the bottom. And inhale the arms back up. From here, we're levering the upper body forward. We're reaching the fingertips towards the top of our mat. We're taking one big step with the right foot, planting it beside the left in our chair pose. Heart is opened up towards the top of our mat. We're going to come up onto the toes and hold. Lower the heels back down, bring hands to heart center. Twist towards the left, right elbow finds the left knee, and on your exhale, we're really opening up. Inhale back to center. Dive the heart forward, send the hips up. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, curling in, root to rise. Palms and gaze meet. Exhale, dive the heart forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower. Inhale, pull the heart up and throw. Exhale, send the hips up. Down dog. Starting our last sequence of practice here. Inhale the right toes up. On your exhale, we're bending into both knees, bringing the right knee to tap the left calf. Slow and controlled, and then we're sending the right toes back up and straightening back through the left leg. We're gonna do that motion 4 more times. So exhale, bending into both knees, tapping the right knee to the left calf, and then inhale to press back up. Exhale, we're tapping, press back up, 2 more just like that. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left calf, press back up. When you're back up, make sure you're really flexing through that right glute. It's very active when it is up. Exhale for the last time, tapping right knee to left calf. Inhale to open back up. Exhale, bring the right knee to nose. Lower the right knee to the mat. Extend the left toes long behind you. Upper body lifts in our pigeon pose. Maybe you walk the hands forward and lay the torso on top of the right thigh. Pressing back into the hands. If you walked them out, tuck back onto the left toes, lifting the left knee from the mat. We're bringing the right knee back to the nose. And we're sending the right knee up, the right toes up towards the sky. Gently lower the left knee to the mat. And then we're bending into the right, bringing it behind the left, crossing it behind, and sending the hips towards the heels. Getting a really good stretch in both the hips here. Inhale, pressing to all fours, unraveling the legs, wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Tuck onto the toes, send the hips up and back. Down dog. Last sequence, last side. Inhale the left toes up. Exhale, we're bending into both knees, bringing that left knee to tap the right calf. Inhale, opening back up, straightening through that right leg, really flexing through the glutes of the left leg. Exhale, bending into both knees, tap the left knee. Inhale, open back up, straightening through the right leg. Exhale, tap. Inhale, straightening both legs. 2 more. Exhale, tap. Inhale to open back up. Last one, bending into both knees. Tap, send it back up. Exhale, left knee to nose. We're gonna lower the knee all the way to the mat. Untuck the right toes, extending them long behind you. Upper body lifts. In our pigeon pose. Maybe you walk the hands forward, lying the upper body on top of the left thigh. Pressing back into the hands if you walked them out. We're gonna tuck onto the right toes, lift the right knee from the mat. We're gonna draw the left knee back up towards the nose. Send the left toes up towards the sky. Gently lower the right knee to the mat. We're crossing the left leg behind the right, and then we're sending the hips back towards the heels, getting a good stretch in both hips. Inhale, come to all fours, unraveling the legs, wrist beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. We're going to cross over the ankles. We're going to extend the legs out long in front of us. We're going to come to our backs, draw the knees up, keeping them at this 90-degree angle, really pressing the low back into the mat. Hands can either be here or at the nape of the neck. We're dropping the toes to the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, and then come all the way to your back, extending the legs out long. Engaging the low core, we're going to bring both bottoms of the feet up towards the sky at the same time. So we're lifting, and we're going to continue that motion until the toes reach the floor overhead. In our plow pose. Maybe you'd like to find knee to ear pose. So from here, you just bend into both knees, bringing them towards the ears. Slowly lower the hips down to the mat. We're going to keep the right knee up and into the chest, extend left toes long. Supine twist, we're dropping the right knee off the left side. Arms are either to a T or a cactus, whichever you prefer. Inhale back to center. Extend the right toes long. Draw the left knee up and into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. We're dropping the left knee off the right side. Arms are still to a T or a cactus. Ooh, my back just popped so loud. That felt great. Let's go. Inhale back to center. And draw both knees up and into the chest. Lift head and shoulders from the mat, clasping onto opposite elbows or around the knees. And lowering the head back down. Getting a really good compression squeeze in our knees and our hips. If there are any other postures that you'd like to add to your practice, please feel free to do so. If you are thinking of shutting this off before we find our place of stillness, I highly encourage you not to do so. It is arguably one of the most beneficial parts of our practice is showing up to that place of stillness and seeing how we feel and what we find when we get there. We're going to extend the legs out straight, heels together, big toes out, arms down by our sides, palms facing up, slightly pulling the shoulder blades together on the back body, closing the eyes down, relaxing the muscles in the face, the jaw, the forehead, the tongue. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. We're gonna have one last full cycle of breath here together before we drop in, making it the longest inhale and exhale that we've taken all practice. And on the exhale, we are letting go of everything in our lives that we just don't need anymore, the things that no longer serve or suit us in the place that we now are. Inhaling in through the nose, holding at the top, exhaling through the mouth, letting it all go. And as your body finds its natural rhythm of breathing, go ahead and drop in. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend time here today. The light in me honors, acknowledges, and respects the light in each of you. Until next time, namaste.